Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and I will be right back with Getting to Know You episode 19, as well as a happy mailbox. I'll see you in a sec. Natalie's Closet. Okay, so welcome back everyone. As I said, this is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and today we're doing Getting to Know You episode 19. I have a happy mailbox that is totally unexpected, which typically happy mail is, right? I just hope it's not breakable, because if it is, I don't think it was packaged very well, but we'll see in a little bit on that. And then remember, today is the day that you guys want to comment in the comment section below if you want to enter the subscriber of the week, and make sure to write in what day I changed what piece of jewelry. So remember, what day, what piece of jewelry was different. You can get as creative as you want. You can just say this day, this piece of jewelry, and that's fine. So that's on this video is where you want to comment that. But remember, just add that into your comment. Anybody can comment. I love, oh my gosh, I love how much you guys are commenting on my videos. I love it, love it, love it. So you can comment anything in the video. I mean, in the, in the description, in the comment section. Just make sure, if you want to enter the subscriber of the week, that you also add what piece of jewelry changed on what day, and that's your entry. Okay, so we'll get started with getting to know you. Now, I have a lot of notes, so I kind of have them everywhere because I normally don't need so much room in a certain area, and I started keeping track of stuff, and then I ran out of space, so I have like arrows everywhere. Yeah, so could be interesting. So we're going to start with the questions first. I know I normally do those at the end, but and I just thought of something else that I wanted to ask you guys. It has nothing to do with fiber arts or anything else, but I want to ask you anyway. So the first question was, Mary asked if she's doing something wrong with the Tunisian stitch, that it's rolling, or does the Tunisian stitch simply have to be blocked? Because if it does, then some fibers don't block as well, so she just needs to know. From my experience, I've only done one project in the Tunisian stitch, and that was the Tunisian interlock blanket that I showed you guys a couple weeks ago. That one started out curling a lot, and it was driving me up a wall, but the more I started working on it, the less it curled, or at least it didn't keep curling. And now all I really notice are the ends that are curling. I do know I will have to block it. Now, I didn't deep dive into research on this because I do plan on doing more research for it and bringing it to you. But from my understanding, anybody that I've heard that's done it, specifically the Tunisian interlock, but also some other Tunisian stitches, have had the curling. And that's either A, one of the reasons why they don't do it anymore, because it drives them nuts, or B, they knew that they had to block, or, just deal with it. So I am going to look into that a bit more, and I will give you a more official answer, I should say, maybe, in not too long, I promise. Okay, so that's that. Then I had somebody ask me how I choose the subscriber of the week. I think I forgot to actually mention that to you guys. The reason why I have you guys comment on Friday's video is, well, because it's the last video of the week, and that's the video that you'd be able to tell me what changes, because Friday I could change something. But I have you comment on the video because I use the YouTube random comment picker to choose the subscriber of the week. So you guys comment on Friday, and you guys have Saturday and Sunday to watch the video and comment, and then Monday morning, before I record my Monday video, I use the YouTube random comment picker and I choose the winner. So yeah, I figured that was the most fair way to do it. I mean, I guess I could put everybody's name in a hat and draw it that way, which I actually kind of like the idea of it, but depending on how many people enter, yeah, that could take a long time. Actually, I would love to get to the point that I have that many entries that it would take a long time, but that's the way I do it. Okay. I had many of you, and I forgot to bring it in here, I had many of you ask me what I have decided. Several of you were sad that I said I was going to frog that shawl that I started, that I showed you that it was a UFO, and I was going to frog it because I simply don't have enough yarn and I can't get any more because, first of all, I got it so long ago, and second, she doesn't have any more, and I don't have the yarn band to concretely know which brand, which colorway, everything it was. So I was going to frog it. Now, I did have a suggestion. Catherine had a great idea. She said, don't frog it, just continue it, and then just have it as a shawl. I would love that, except I can't remember what hook size I used, so that's going to change a lot. And I have slightly loosened my tension since when I started crocheting, and at that point, when I started making that shawl, I can tell that was even like the tightest Hulk grip I've ever had. So not knowing the hook size will really make a big difference. So I am going to frog it. I do really want to make another shawl in that pattern because I really did like the pattern, even though it's a pain in the tuchus and it's all single crochets all the way across. However, I think it's like 66 inches or something. But I really did like it. I loved it with the picots at the end, and so I think I have the yarn I want to use for it. But I am going to frog that yarn, and I am likely going to make a shawlette or maybe even a cowl or a scarf with it. I'm still playing around with that, but I am definitely going to use that yarn because that yarn was amazing. Totally amazing. Okay, so that's that. Judy couldn't remember if I said what the pattern name was and who it was by for the blue shawl that I'm making with the sparkle yarn, the Woltram yarn, the cake. I can't remember if I actually told you the pattern name. I think I mentioned who it was by, but it is not a paid pattern. It is a free pattern. I actually started following the YouTube tutorial, which I'm going to have the link in the description box below for the YouTube tutorial as well as the website. Just bit the inside of my mouth because I keep biting it in the same spot, so it's just irritated, so I keep biting it. Frustrating. Anyway, I will have the link for the YouTube YouTube tutorial as well as the website that has the written pattern on it. But it is a free pattern. It's called the Triangle Crochet Shawl. It's actually for beginners, which I know I am not, but I just loved the pattern. So it's a Triangle Crochet Shawl by Wilma Westenberg. I love her patterns. She does patterns. She designs patterns for the Shapius Whirl, which we all know now many different brands have the similar type of yarn. Like, is it the Twister? I think is the one by Hobie, I believe. And I know Hobby Lobby has one now. The Woltram that I'm using is very kind of sort of similar. So it's by Wilma Westenberg, and it's the Triangle Crochet Shawl. And then I had several of you, and I'll probably bring this out again when I get to the ideas and suggestions part of it. But with this yarn, Judy, you asked me, and I think you were referring to this yarn because this is the yarn that I showed, the blue yarn that I showed on that video. You asked if there's enough yardage for a top. There could be if you were really, really, really tiny, maybe. I don't even know. No, I don't even think that's, I don't know, because there's 272 yards per hank, 2 hanks. So you're looking at 500. Oh my gosh, 544? Is that right? I don't know, 550-ish yards. So no, there's not enough for a top, but oh my gosh, that would be amazing. And honestly, yeah, that would be amazing. So no, there's not. Okay. Now, I did a couple things I wanted to go over with you. I do have a new referral link down below. I don't make anything off of it. Yes, I would get some reward points, but I don't make any money off of it. But it's to Die Hard Yarns. Somebody mentioned it in, I think, one of my lives. And yeah, why did you have to do that? No, I'm kidding. I love when you guys tell me about indie yarn shops. Awesome. I have the link in the description box below, so I will make sure to bring that up towards the top with the rest of the links that I will be mentioning in the video. So check them out. I just wanted to remind everybody, if you are noticing that you are not getting notifications for some of your favorite channels or channels that you follow, and all of a sudden you're not getting notifications, or creators, if you're noticing that some of your subscribers that are normal, regulars that comment all the time aren't commenting, if you're able to reach out to them, that's awesome. Reach out to them. Or subscribers, if you aren't getting notifications all of a sudden, make sure periodically you check that you are actually subscribed to all of your regular channels, because YouTube is doing their cleanup and stuff where they purge the people that have either closed their channels or are no longer active. And I've noticed when that happens, I typically have active subscribers unsubscribed from my channel versus people that haven't been active on my channel for a long time. So just make sure you check that every so often so that you can make sure you're still subscribed. Because they are going to be doing a fairly large purge in August, so we never know. So just make sure that you check every so often. That way you're not missing out content on your favorite channels, and channels you're not having to sit there and wonder what happened to your regular subscribers. And I'm pretty sure I mentioned on one of my videos, I think on Wednesday's videos, I am finally monetized. Yeah, I'm so excited. That was definitely a big milestone for me. I mean, when I hit 1,000 subscribers, that was huge. I mean, every milestone has been huge for me, but 1,000 really was a big thing. And then once I actually, got approved, I went through the process as of last Thursday, and this past Monday is when they actually started the ads. So I was really, really, really excited about that. So it's not a big deal. I do know I mentioned to make sure on any channel that you follow that has ads running, that you try to watch at least 20 seconds of the ads. That will help your creator more than just watching like the 5 seconds and then hit skip. It'll be recognized on the channel, but 20 seconds minimum would actually help them out. I know on my favorite channels or channels that I follow regularly, I try to watch at least a minute of the ad. And if it's an interesting ad, which I've actually had every so often, and it's, let's say, 5 minutes, I'll actually run it and I'll watch it. Or I'll have it playing in the background if I'm actually busy and it's not a big deal. So it's just a way to help your creators, but no pressure, no whatever. You guys want to skip the ads? Skip the ads. That's fine. Just letting you know how to help your favorite channels. All right, and then the lizard story. You all know I mentioned that we had a new lizard in the house, and that Miley was, this one she was actually trying to catch, and she would bark in the middle of the night when she would see him move, and he was actually living behind the bulldog painting that I have on my wall. He was living behind there, and it was driving her bonkers. It was driving me bonkers because that's so close to where my head is when I sleep. And so I kept, like, I'd end up waking up so often, getting the flashlight, making sure he's still where he's supposed to be versus crawling all over me, right? Well, last night, Miley caught him. I'm going to put a clip at the end of this video. Hopefully I'll remember, but I'm going to put a clip at the end of the video where she actually, I don't have the part where she caught the tail. I guess she tried to catch him under the bed. And I had slept through part of that, but then I heard her barking at something. And so then the tails fall off. They actually regrow if the lizard lives, but evidently it stuck to her lips. And so she went to her bed and it fell off on her bed. And so she was like pawing and scratching at her bed and barking at it and whatever. And then I fell asleep, I guess, again. I just fell asleep. And next thing I know, I feel the bed moving. I'm like, what the heck is going on? And then I'm hearing her barking, and I'm hearing her paw on the top, on the floor. And I'm like, what is going on? Well, she caught him under the bed and was trying to reach him enough to pull him out. Well, instead of going to the foot of the bed where he would have been more easily accessible, she kept going from the side of the bed. Well, she pulled him out, and I kept hearing her bark, and so I was watching her, and I took the flashlight and I hit record. I mean, he was dead already, and I don't like being cruel to animals, but he was dead. That was the only reason I recorded it. Otherwise, I would have made her stop. At this point, I had slept through the killing part of it. So please, I'm not a cruel type person at all whatsoever. I love animals, and but yeah, she kept barking at him. He's dead, but the way it looked to me was like she was telling him, wake up, move, come here, let's play. I think she was wanting to play with him. Not actually, because she doesn't typically try to kill animals. It's more like, let's play. Because, I mean, she had a squirrel. She loves chasing squirrels in the backyard. And when we were at the PARK one time, a squirrel fell out of a tree and, dropped right between her paws. And she just let him go. She's not interested in actually killing. She loves the chase, but she's not into killing animals. And to me, it looked like, because she would go and try to touch him. And I swear she was trying to say, hey, get up, let's play. Forgetting that he's tiny, like the size of her nail. Okay, a little bit bigger, but not by much. And so, yeah, her reaction is what was funny. But I'm going to put that at the end of the video. Please excuse if the floor was dirty at all. Not that you can see much, but she came in and was dirty, and I tried to clean up as best I could, and I was like, I'll just get in the morning. But not thinking I was going to be recording anything in the middle of the night. All right. One question I have for you guys. I don't know if you guys remember me telling you that our power went out. I think it was last weekend. Well, I've never had this happen before, but I have a DVR and I record a bunch of videos, or a bunch of shows and stuff. And I noticed, I was watching a movie, I was replaying a movie, and this was after our power went out. And it's the first time this has ever happened, and that's the only thing I can put two and two together with, because the cable box just shut off because the power went out. Well, I was watching a recorded movie that was recorded in English. I don't speak Spanish. That was recorded in English. And I have the subtitles play all the time, because there are times I'll miss something or people will mumble kind of, and I want to know what's being said. So I have the subtitles running all the time. Well, I'm sitting there and I'm watching, and it was probably the last 15, 20 minutes of the video, right? Or the movie. And all of a sudden, they're speaking Spanish. Now, this movie happened to have parts where they were speaking Spanish, but then the English subtitles, for the movie, came up. Not the cable box setting subtitles, but the movie subtitle would come up. Okay, no problem. But this wasn't a part that should have been in Spanish. It was in English. And they were speaking Spanish, and my TV subtitles were in English. And you can see, and literally, it went from, in one sentence, he started speaking English, and then he started speaking Spanish. And I was like, okay, this is really weird. So I was like, all right, well, and then I noticed on regular TV, because I leave the TV on Nickelodeon for her, I was in the bathroom, and SpongeBob SquarePants was playing in Spanish. I'm like, okay, this is an English channel. What the heck? Commercials in English. All of the commercials are in English. But the programming on certain things, like right now, I think it's SpongeBob is playing in Spanish. Really? So then other movies now, I've noticed they're completely in Spanish except for the commercials. So I've had to delete them because they're not changing back to English. And certain programs on regular TV, not recorded, are playing in Spanish, commercials in English. Has anybody experienced this? Whether recently or whatever. My mom's TV is fine. My mom's cable boxes, the two that she has in her house, are fine. Knock on wood. She hasn't had any Spanish program or Spanish come up. Any ideas? I would appreciate, I'm actually asking, I would appreciate any help, or if you've ever had anything like this happen, how did you fix it? I've tried everything, and nothing is fixing it. But if you can leave it in the comment section, that would be awesome. Okay, I need to hurry up so that I don't make this 5 years long. All right, so when I was going through all the comments, remember Monday I went through crochet techniques, and there was the lace, Tunisian fabric, mosaic, tapestry, fillet, and border, doing the borders. I I was tick marking anybody that said what they have done. Now, many of you have done many of them, not just one. But the one that was mentioned being done the most is filet crochet. So I thought that was interesting. Then the next two are tied, lace and Tunisian crochet. Okay, the filet was with 19 people. No, I'm sorry, 14 people. 5, 10, 14. Woo! 14 people saying they've done filet. And then lace and Tunisian are tied with 12 each. And then we've got mosaic with 5. Border 3, but I know many of you border, but I don't know that you've actually were considering it a technique per se, but that you actually, 3 people actually said they do borders. And then there's fabric crochet, and then tapestry, fabric 2, and then tapestry 1. So I thought that was kind of interesting. I really did not expect filet crochet to be the one that had the most people say they've done it. And everybody, I think everybody that said they filet crocheted, love it. They just love it and would continue it. A lot of people said that they would love to do Tunisian and mosaic crochet, but haven't, and or lace. But those that have said lace said that they've done doilies and many of them, and obviously other things. So I found that interesting. I wanted to go ahead and share that with you. Then as far as those techniques, I had somebody say that for mosaic and double edge border, like tutorials or people that do it, they love Tina Thoridotier. Not sure if I said that right. It's, I think, Thor, and it's Tina, Tinna. Last name is Thorudottir. I believe I spelled it correctly. They said that she does amazing mosaic and double edge border crochet. Now with the double edge border, the thing that caught my attention on that is that it encloses the ends. The double edge border encloses the ends, so there's no more sewing in of ends because the double edge border hides it. What? Oh my gosh, I gotta check this out. Now, unfortunately, like my Tunisian interlock blanket, I'm not doing a border, so that wouldn't work for that. But for other stuff, I may decide to do borders, even though I'm not a border person, if it means I don't have to sew in ends. But I gotta see the technique first. And then I had also Fiber Fox for mosaic crochet. A couple people said they follow Fiber Fox for mosaic. And then for Tunisian crochet, I had Lana at Just Frog It and Mikey with the Crochet Crowd. Those two were mentioned for Tunisian crochet. But also, oh my goodness, her name is on the TL. Her name is on the tip of my tongue. I know you guys know who I'm talking about because I know several of you actually follow her. I can't believe I forgot. But anyway, and then for filet crochet, I had a couple people say Fiber Spider. So I will have the links. I have to find the links, but I will have the links to all of these people's channels, since I'm sure they have multiple videos for stuff. You guys can search for the videos you want or the tutorials you want. But I will put the links to all of these people's channels that I am mentioning today. All right, so on to any ideas or tips or suggestions or whatever. First of all, thank you for your thoughts and prayers for safety for us with the hurricanes. The one that was headed, I think, towards Texas didn't touch us. We have one that's, I haven't checked it today. As of yesterday, originally it was going to be coming up the Gulf and then basically skirting the west coast of Florida, which we would be affected then by that. Yesterday the track moved east, like off the east coast of Florida. I don't know where it is right now, but we were told that it could be a very wet and rainy weekend as it passes us. So here's hoping it stays to the east. If it were on the west coast, actually off the coast and coming up, if it was really close to the coast, we would be affected because we'd be on the southeast section of it, and that's the most that there's a lot of damage and stuff that's there. So hopefully it just stays right off the coast of Florida, or off the coast of Florida, and we just get rain. Okay, but thank you. I appreciate all the thoughts and stuff. This is the time of year that we are watching out for hurricanes. All right, Wanda, Wanda mentioned that she was interested in knowing how to make the row counters. So I had given the link to Ryan with the Yarn Hag Ryan's tutorial on it, but she said that she'd like to see me do it. So once I can get set up and stuff, then I'll go ahead and do that one. But Wanda, I will work on that. And I'm going to make sure that Ryan doesn't mind that I do it. Ryan, do you mind that I do it? I'm going to check with Ryan first, because I don't know. I'm sure there may be other people that did tutorials on it, but hers is the one that I followed. So I am going to ask her permission first before I do it, but we'll go from there. And then Catherine is the person that I said she had posted a video on how to make stitch markers for me before she even had started her channel. And she knew I was talking about her, as far as I'm going to ask her if I can link her video, because she commented on the video and said, yes, it's fine. So, or maybe she said it privately. I don't remember. But I will go ahead and put the link to Catherine's video on how to make stitch markers in the description box below this video. And then, oh, if I were interested in making doilies, Jeannie suggested that I check out Crochet with Joanna, because I guess her tutorials are really great. So I will check that out. I'm not looking to make doilies now, but it would be something I'd like to at least know of, or know where to go for a great, tutorial. Okay, and then Sylvia, I think she actually commented to that Did You Know, where I was giving you guys historic information about patterns and stuff, or about everything. Well, not everything, but some stuff about crochet. And she said that the first crochet pattern was done in 1848 by a woman named Madame Mosso Diego, and it was the Irish stitch, which I believe I remember reading. That was the first pattern. She's the first person that did that pattern, or that's when the first pattern was done, in 1848. So thank you, Sylvia, for that. I appreciate that information. And then, okay, we already touched base on the fact that people don't like the Tunisian crochet rolls, and I will get that information for you guys. And then I had Jeannie, and I forget who else it was that mentioned, when referring to lace work and doilies and stuff, and saying that the steel crochet hooks are so tiny and it could be really hard on some people's hands. Jeannie and at least two other people mentioned that there are now the ergonomic handled steel crochet hooks, the little crochet hooks. So that's always an option for anybody that wants to do lace work but can't really hold on to those little baby crochet hooks. Okay, and then I don't know if you remember me asking Barb if she actually knew of it, but she asked me if I'd ever heard of a yarn colorway called Fox Farts. It's a thing. It is. She said the colorway, that's the colorway, it's Fox Farts is the colorway, and it's in a yarn done by Amanda Knits. Now, if she has a link either to a YouTube channel or to a website or Etsy or something like that, I will go ahead and link it in the description box below if I can find it. But Amanda Knits has a colorway that's called Fox Farts. I guess several of her colorways are named interestingly. Did that sound right? All right. Okay, and then Carla mentioned with this blue yarn from my local yarn shop that she would mix it with a mustard yellow and a white to make a shawl. I can see the mustard yellow. White is not my thing. White, I very rarely use white. But I can see mustard yellow. I would just have to find one that's in a I can't remember if I said this was, yeah, they say this is a superfine or a #1 fingering weight. Honestly, it almost borders on lace, but if I could find a colorway in this weight, I will, you know, check that out, because that would be nice to make a larger item. And then let's see. Okay, and then I had Cynthia and Judy mention specifically that making a shawlette or an infinity scarf would be beautiful with that blue yarn, which is what I was thinking, a shawlette. And then Chris, with Chris Cross, said that with this one, she can see fingerless gloves and a headband, which I think I was saying ear warmer. I can't remember if I said ear warmer on this, but that would be cool too. A headband and fingerless gloves, because this is really nice. Now she did, I think she was the one who also said she knew where to get more, but I can't remember. And then, oh right, Sherry gave me the explanation of what Roy G. Biv means, which I think was in Yarn Hag Ryan's box, I think, of in the yarn swap. I think that was the colorway that was mentioned, or something that was mentioned on one of the yarns. And she said that stands for red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I did not know that. Okay, so Wanda did come up with an idea on, like, for a mosaic idea. She was thinking it would be kind of cool if I did a mosaic, like Cal, or crochet along, like a mosaic blanket crochet along, and that we can upload pics of the progress and stuff on my Facebook group, which, if you guys aren't part of my Facebook group, I'd love it if you join. The link is in the description box below, or it's Natalie's Closet Fiber Arts Community. I'll put it right here. But that we could then upload the pictures of the progress and stuff to my Facebook group. And then on the lives that I do on Tuesday nights, if anybody's having problems with it or has questions with it or whatever, we can discuss it in the live. And yeah, I will think about that. I do love the idea of doing a Cal, but half the time the reason why I'm not actually participating in Cals is because I don't really have the time to be able to commit to doing the crochet along with everybody else and getting it done in a timely manner. But Wanda, it is something I will consider, because I do think it would be fun. And who knows, maybe somebody else will take do the idea. But that is something that I will go ahead, I will definitely think about, whether it's a mosaic or maybe a Tunisian project or something. I'll think about it and we'll get back to that. But thank you for that. I do appreciate that suggestion. And like I said, I will try to remember I have the list of the links that I need to put in the description box below. So here's hoping that I actually find them all. And that is it. The homework for you guys is just letting me know if you've ever had that situation with the cable box. After a power outage, having programming turn into Spanish with the same English subtitles as though it was being played in English. But yeah, I would be interested to know that. So, all right, so we did the getting to know you. We talked about making sure to enter the subscriber of the week in this video. And now on to Happy Mail. I'm so excited. I have no idea what this is. I don't really want to do anything worse, but I mean, it's much smaller than this box is, and the way it moves in here, even the guy that went to go get it at the post office, he's like, this box is a little bit too big for this. I really hope it's not something that's breakable, because that would suck, which it would. And this is an Amazon box, so I mean, anybody could have ordered. Ow! Yeah, there's a new pair of pants. I hope I didn't just seriously, people. There you go. Oh, I need to get a box cover. I think I know what this is. Oh, and the other thing is this actually came in yesterday, and they had a yellow slip in my box because this box is too big to fit in my box and or the lockers. So I went and I stood in line for like a good 10 minutes, and I had like popsicles and stuff in my trunk, and it's like 800 degrees here. So I'm sitting inside, and the guy was taking forever to come to help anybody, and there were people in front of me, and those people had like some crazy issues that they were trying to fix. And so then he disappears for like 10 minutes, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So I was like, you know what? I gotta go. I got stuff in the car. If I didn't have the stuff in the car, I probably would have stayed. But I was like, oh, I can't get my stuff. So then I came to the post office today, and there wasn't anything in my box, but I still had the slip for this. So he went and he got it. But oh my gosh. There's a pencil sharpener, Prismacolor sharpener. Can you guess what the other thing is? This box is ridiculously huge for this. Do you see this? Craziness. It's colored pencils. It's 160 colored pencils. Who did this? There's nothing in here. That normally there's at least like a little and Lori, who got me the lights on the string, the clothespins on the string with the LED lights, she said that she thought she intentionally was trying to not put her name in there. She wanted it to be from an anonymous person. Well, this doesn't have any kind of papers in it. Nothing. Look at this. Now I can color in my creatively worded coloring book that Emmy sent me. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I've never had one of these. I mean, the ones that I have are like in a little box. I mean, this is a whole metal tin. I mean, seriously. And look, it's got, I know there's a big glare, but it's got all the colors on the back. Oh, lots of blues. Yay! Oh, and it has metallic colors too. Well, they have kumquat. There you go. Okay, let's open it. I want to make sure that the pencils are okay. So anyway, I will put that small clip of Miley on the back, on the end of the video. It's like 1.5 minutes long. It's nothing long. I mean, nothing ridiculous. And it was quite funny. I thought it was anyway. Here, now there's not as much of a glare because the plastic's off of it. Who did this? Who did this? I'm so excited. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Like, seriously, thank you, whoever did this. But seriously, who are you? I want to know. I want to thank you. Amazon.com Cool Bank. What's that? Thank you for choosing our product. Your satisfaction is our greatest concern. If you have problems, please feel free to contact us at... Okay. How do I get it out? Look at this. This color right here looks like the lid. And they're pre-sharpened. Look at that. I gotta put them back in order. I'm gonna have to watch the video again. I gotta put them back in order. Or maybe it's on the back. I was afraid that was gonna happen. Those aren't going back in the box until I put them back in order. But how many of these trays are there? Here's another one. Look at those pinks. Okay, this can get annoying, I think. stay in place. Okay, so far they look like, but it smells like chemicals. Like, totally smells like chemicals. What the? No! These aren't in order. Dudes. These aren't in order. No! Okay, I'm not going to bore you with this. But they're not in order. Some came undone right there, and they're over here and stuff. But they look like they're in one piece. Yay! I'm so excited. Thank you, whoever did this. I really would like to know who did this so I can thank you properly. But thank you for doing this. This is so awesome. So awesome. I've never had this many pencils. I'm so excited. Okay, so anyway, we're done. This went a little bit longer than I thought. I mean, I figured that the getting to know you was going to be longer because there was a lot of information. But thank you all so very much. Thank you for the colored pencils. This is incredible. I'm so excited. Except I have to put them back in order. So that's going to be interesting. But anyway, I'm going to put the clip of Miley at the end of the video, if I remember. I will put the links to, as long as I can find the links, I'm going to put the links to everything I mentioned in the description box below. Thank you so very much for being here with me and for watching my videos and being just so absolutely amazing. I absolutely love you all dearly. Love, hugs, and prayers to you guys, and extra prayers as always to anybody that needs them. And remember, if you want to be a part of my Facebook group, go ahead and join. And remember, I have tons of links down below. If you have questions on them, let me know. And for every season, there is a reason to crochet. Miley says hi to her peeps, and she will see you guys possibly over the weekend on the live. I'm not sure. If not, then she'll see you on Tuesday, or you guys will see her on Tuesday. And yeah, have a great weekend. Stay safe and healthy. And yep, as always, love, hugs, and prayers. My mom says hi back to everybody that's been saying hi to her in all of the comments. You guys are awesome for thinking about Miley and my mom as well as me. So thank you guys so very much. Have a great night and a great weekend, and I will see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye. You see, that's the lizard. This is what she's been doing. I'm not picking him up, but she's been... She's killed him. I mean, he's dead. But this is what she's been doing. Like, she's trying to tell him to wake up or something. He's dead, Miley. You killed him. This is what she keeps doing. First she grabbed his, I mean, I guess she separated his tail and then had it in her mouth, and it fell onto her bed. And so she just kept barking at it. And then she evidently got him. And this is just what she keeps doing to him. TeeSpring Store. Miley, stop doing that to your bed. TeeSpring. Sorry. Okay, hold on. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Natalie with Natalie's Closet, and I just realized I don't have my lipstick, so I will be right back.